Hi guys, welcome to my new video, and today we're going to talk about the agencies. So when you want to become an au pair in the US, you need an agency. If you're not going with the agency, it's kind of illegal. I know there's lots of people in the US that did not go there with the agency, but it's the safest way. If you just want to be safe and you don't want to worry about anything, just go with the agency. And also you gotta be very careful with the agency, because there's lots of fake agencies as well that ask you for money, you pay them, and then you're never gonna hear from them again. In my country, in Slovakia, we usually travel with two agencies. It's either Culture Care or Aupair in America. I know there is one more, Go Aupair or something like that, but those agencies are very small, so they do not have lots of families. So the biggest agencies are Culture Care and Aupair in America. Honestly, I think Culture Care has more families than Aupair in America, and I traveled with Culture Care when I went to the US for the first time, but this time I decided I would go with Aupair in America, and I will tell you why very soon. I just wanna start at the beginning of it. So my first year I traveled to the US with the Culture Care. The reason why was because at that time I lived in England, and the Culture Care was kind of like the only agency that I knew. It was there, and it was also in my country, and they had this program on their website, like if you are an au pair in England, you can apply for au pair in the US from England. So I didn't have to travel home to go to the agency in Bratislava, where I'm from. Actually, no, I'm not from Bratislava, but that's where I live right now. So it was really good for me. So I went to the Culture Care. I went to the London. I had the first meeting with them. I filled out my application and everything. And when I was in London, I was there with other au pairs, but they were all like a British. And I told them in the agency that I'm not from the England, so I will travel to the US from Vienna. And I also told them I'm from Slovakia, and I saw that they have this promotion that when you are au pair from Slovakia or Czech and you are in England, you can apply from them. From there. I left England, I went to Mallorca. I was au pair in Mallorca for like 6 months. So when that was the time when I found a family, and agency sent me the bill that I had to pay, and it was way more than I expected. So the reason why is because Culture Care fees are way more expensive in England than in my own country. And they registered me as an au pair from England, so obviously I had to pay for those fees as well. And I had to fly from London. I was very angry. I remember I was writing to Culture Care, like I was pissed off. So I wrote them, then they gave me the flight from the England. Unfortunately, I couldn't do anything about the fees. At least I think. Honestly, this is something that I'm not sure if they did something with the fee or they didn't. Anyway, so I paid the fee, and also you gotta pay for the insurance with the Culture Care as well. Otherwise, you are not allowed to join the program. I don't know how it's now, but that's how it was back then. At least that's what I was told. Which is very weird, because when I was in touch with Au Pair in America, they told me that insurance is covered always by family, and that's how it's supposed to be, and that's it's like a rule, it's like a law or something. So I was kind of surprised that you gotta pay for it with Culture Care. So I went to the US. I don't remember having any other problem with the Culture Care, only with their insurance that I had to pay for. And it was like not helpful at all. And I had a car accident in the US, which I mentioned before, and I gotta say that my coordinator, she was amazing. Like, she was amazing. They were very supportive when it came to me, but they were not really supportive with my host family, because they couldn't find any au pair or anyone to cover for me, which was a very stressful situation for my host family. So I finished the program. I think everything with the Culture Care was okay. Like, I didn't have any problem with the flights, with anything. I know some au pairs, they have problem with the flights. They need to pay extra fees. I didn't have any problems with them. So I finished my program just fine. And so when I decided I want to become an au pair in the US again, obviously I reached out to the Culture Care agency again. But then I did research by myself, and I actually find out that you don't need to pay au pair in America when you're traveling as an au pair again. So I had the whole program for free. I'm paying just, you know, visa, extra insurance. I'm definitely getting extra insurance, so I'm paying for that, and like medical records and those kind of stuff that you kind of need to pay, you know, like the paperwork that you need, or criminal records and stuff like that. But I didn't have to pay for any fees, which was really good. And I'm not going to lie, that was the reason why I picked au pair in America, that and one more reason. Because Culture Care, they still wanted me to pay like all the fees. There was not even like discount. And au pair in America offered the entire program for free, so I think that was really cool. So, and the second reason why I want to go with an au pair in America, because they also have families in Hawaii, which Culture Care does not. So those were two reasons why I decided for the au pair in America. So Culture Care and Au Pair in America are very big companies, and the good thing about that is once you get in the rematch, it's easier for you to find a new host family because they have lots of families, which with the small agencies is kind of hard because they do not have that many families. So when you are in a rematch, you have 2 weeks to find a new family, and you know, like when you don't have lots of families to pick from, it's very hard. So this is a little easier and safer with Au Pair in America or Culture Care. So I think that's it. I think that's it about the agencies. I think the best thing for you to do is to do your own research to see, you know, maybe ask the au pairs in your country what agency do they use. The fees may be different because, as I said before, the fee for Culture Care was different in England and different in my country, in Slovakia. So also you can compare the prices and, you know, just to see what works for you better. But honestly, I would recommend to go with Culture Care or Au Pair in America, because as I said, those companies are pretty big, so you won't have a problem when it comes to rematch. So I think that's it for this video. I hope I said everything that I actually wanted to say, and yeah, I hope it was a little helpful, and see you in the next one. Bye!